nor and you see orange in my teeth, I was eating cheese puffs. I'm sorry, lately. Like, I go through phases where, like, there's times when, like, I'll, like, really want cheese puffs, and then I'll continuously eat them, like, every day for, like a week straight or something for, like, a little while, and then there's, like, 2 or 3, there's a few days, like, where I'm, like, nah, not in the mood for them. And then, like, all of a sudden, and it repeats. I just finished doing some DM work with Eva because I realized we basically are nowhere with this music video. Like, we basically don't have much. Like, we have a title for the song. I took a couple pictures for what might be the thumbnail. I chose one that is the one that I'm gonna be presenting and to her, as even though, like, she's gonna present probably more than one, but I'm presenting one because I looked at all of them and my dad took the photo for me. But I, like, planned everything out, and when I was looking at them, there was one that turned out really good. Like, amazing. Turned out how I wanted it. But then the others, we had one that turned out blurry. So that's out of the picture. I just made a joke there, and I didn't even realize until after I made it. It was not planned out. Get it? Because, like, thumbnail is a picture. And I said it's out of the picture, like, I know it may not be funny. I don't know your opinion on that. Then there was one that I will tell you one little detail, is that I'm holding a sign in a couple of them. And there's one that you don't see the reading of the sign. Like, you see the top part on the sign. It's the song title. It's like the song title, and then it says by Lolly and Eva. Kind of cool, and I really put a lot of work into, like, the signs and stuff, because that's actually part of why I haven't shown you that area of my room yet. Or I have, but not in a while, because one of the signs is hanging on the wall, and it turned out real. But I had designed 2 different signs, and they both turned out really good. But in one of the photos, you can't see part of the sign. Like, you just don't see it, so that picture, or that one will not, like, I feel like it's not a good shot with the sign, because due to lighting issues, and also with a lot of it, I didn't really switch up lighting, and I did have the ring light in hand in case, like, we needed some better lighting, but for the most part, it looked like the lighting was overall pretty good, and the ring light was on, it's just not over where we were taking photos and stuff. But it turned out, like, the lighting was weird and you couldn't see the sign, so that's out. And then there was another one, and I looked at it, and in my head I thought the idea would be really cool. But when I saw the photo, there was nothing wrong with the photo. It just, I went, like, it doesn't, like, in my head I was thinking, wow, this might actually be a really good photo idea. And then when I saw it, I went, like, maybe not. Like, it wasn't horrible or anything, but it felt weird because I would rather have one with the sign, and this one didn't have the sign, but it had a sign in the background, like on the wall. And so I just felt like it wasn't that great because I would rather choose one holding the sign. So I ended up finding one that we took that ended up being amazing, exactly how I thought it would turn out. Like, I'm the type where I plan things out. Like, when it comes to social media, like photos and stuff, when it's something big like this, I like to plan it out. yeah, like I like to plan things out, and sometimes it doesn't turn out how I thought it would. But in this case, it literally turned out exactly what I was thinking and picturing in my mind, and I love it. It may not be the thumbnail if it ends up not being the thumbnail, because I haven't seen Eva's yet, and I don't even know if she took them yet, because literally what we did was, like, the other day, I literally DM'd her and went like, hey, let's, like, both take a couple pictures, and then next time we, like, video chat, no, I said, let's take a couple pictures, and we'll pick one for the thumbnail. And she went like, okay. And I went like, just let me know when you're ready to pick one. So, me being me, I already had ideas. So literally the next day, I was planning to do it the next day, and I think I forgot or something, and then so I ended up doing it like the day after. You actually got a video of me doing makeup for the thumbnail, so you got to see like the makeup look for the pictures that I took. Very simple but very good. So yeah, that's exciting. But then we have that as like a start, and then we have like the first 2 lines of lyrics, and that's basically all we have. Well, we have one other thing, which is I pulled out a bunch of different things for outfits and props and stuff that we're going to talk about next time we video chat. One of them is a guaranteed outfit, though, because I did use the outfit for the thumbnail photos. And so what I did was I realized we don't have much. And I kind of want to get the music video and song out, like, within the next month, okay? Like, at least within the next month. And what ended up happening was, so today I came up with an idea, because something that I like to do is at night, I like working on songs. I like staying up and going on Instagram and, like, just looking at things. Oh, wait, I gotta check something, because I posted a poll. And I want to see the results. Yeah. Okay, so now I am gonna pull. Sorry, I posted a poll yesterday, or last night I should say, like an idea for a line of lyrics for the music video to get your guys' opinion on it. And I am gonna read it to you, because that way you can have a sneak peek, but also due to the fact that it's going in the music video, and I know not everyone has Instagram. Like, my sister doesn't have Instagram, and so I am going to read it to you, and I'm going to share the results. That way I can... But yeah, so earlier today I had this genius idea. I went like, well, it's not genius, but it's a good idea, okay? Like, my idea was to... I just DM'd her the idea, which is, we have a lot of work to do. And I can't video chat on Sunday. Sunday is a family day, and family day, and stuff. So my idea was, I DM'd her saying, like, voice DM, basically saying that, let's like work on it, but like she can start planning out like styles of dance that like we want at least like 4 styles of dance so we can be versatile, and you can see that. I did say that I'm not being flexible, but I think she already knows that. So I did say that you're probably not getting much flexibility from me. Okay. Click on this. My phone is being slow. We are gonna share results once it loads. Yeah, we are gonna share, and then we are gonna, that is posting, we are gonna delete the poll. Okay. So that is posting, but I shared the results of the poll, but let me read you the line, and the reasoning is because tonight I'm probably gonna work on, well, once I get her, or a DM back. So here's the line. Should this be a line in mine and Eva's song? Now that's not the line for the song, but I did want to read you everything. And then the option for yes and no. So here's the line. If you say it, it doesn't make us fall. It makes us get up off the ground. Now, 8 people saw the poll. I forgot to check how many voted on it, but all I know was that at 7, okay, let me check. Yeah, 75% voted yes. 25% voted no. So it's going in the music video, or in the song. Now, that kind of gives away like a little bit of like the top, maybe, I don't know, you can guess at it. If you want, you can leave your guesses on my Instagram, or her Instagram, I'm guessing. And just search Eva, and then, like here, I'll just straight up show you. And don't worry, I do have permission to, and like to talk about her and stuff on social media. Yeah, because the other day I had posted like an edit. Okay. Boom. Right there. Eva Kelly. Also known as it's Eva Kelly. But, the other day, or the other night or something, I made an edit of like, I'm with the caption like best friends or something, and it was me and a picture, it was a picture of me and a picture of her like next to each other and stuff, and I DM'd it to her and like, it fine, like asking if it was fine, because if it wasn't fine for me to post it, which I had already posted it at this point, but I was going to delete it, obviously, if she, like, didn't want it up. But she replied that it's perfectly fine, and that it was a great edit, and so that was good, that she liked it. So yeah, I DM'd her, like, saying, hey, like, here's how long the video's gonna be, like, 4 minutes and 5 seconds. We're each getting 2 minutes of, like, screen time, or, like, 2 minutes of us in the video. why don't I like finish the first page of lyrics? That way we have somewhere with the song, and then you can pretty much plan out or start planning out like 30 seconds or more depending on what you like dancing for it. And I'm not very flexible, so, but I can try. I'm hoping that by the time that we get to filming it, I'll have my splits, because I'm so close to having them, like so close to having them. I did notice my right leg splits are a little bit easier for me to do versus my left leg. I don't have them fully, but I am very, very close to having them. And like, I would say my left leg is about equal. It's just that I feel more comfortable doing my right leg. So, yeah. So I'm hoping that by the time that we get to filming it, I will have them fully have them, instead of like being so close to having. I'll actually have them. Also, my ballet teacher has set a goal for me to try to get my splits by the end of June, because this is our last month of the worldwide, and then we will have to sign up again. But at this point, I have talked about with my mom and my dad, and at this point, it's almost guaranteed that I will keep doing the worldwide. So yeah, because I have mentioned it multiple times to them, and pretty much every time my mom's like, yeah, at this point it's almost guaranteed that I am probably going to do it again, and I'll be really sad if I don't. Sorry, my eye was itchy. But at this point it's almost guaranteed, and so yeah, the only downside to it is that that it means I will be paying back my parents, and it will take forever because I'm paying them back $100 takes 5 months. So we gotta time that by, let's see, like, I would say more than 6. Oh wait, I would say either 7 or 8, which is over 2 years. Yeah, pretty much I'm gonna be either, if I keep with the allowance amount that I have, then it's gonna take, I'll probably still be paying them back when I'm 18, but it's fine. Like, and at this point, they're not fully, like, they're not mean. It's just like, in any case, they are not mean at all. Like, my parents are amazing. But it does get annoying knowing that, like, I'm having $21 a month, not spending money for that long, which they actually have been really nice about it, and, like, because it's like, I thought I wasn't going to be able to spend money for that long, but no, the fact that, they've been letting me, like, have, like, $10 here and there, just to spend, so you guys can get videos, such as the video of, like, testing that turning board, and then a, like, fidget video that I made. Like, that sort of thing, and also without like adding on like the amount, like they just kind of like an allowance pass and they just take the amount that my allowance is off of my debt. And pretty soon, if I do the worldwide again, it means over $600 in debt. But then, in fairness, how it works in our house is that whenever something like this happens, my parents pay it forward. So they go ahead and they pay. And they pay the money, and then I don't get allowance until they're paid back. Then once they're paid back, then my next allowance I'll get, unless as there's something else like this that I want, then we'll just keep going. But for me, honestly, that I like that. Like, most people would get annoyed not being able to, like, spend money or being like, oh, my parents pay for dance and stuff. My parents don't pay for dance. They pay for dance, but then I pay them back, But for me, I would much rather dance and be dancing versus spending money. Because money's not going to get me anywhere near my dreams. Taking dance class and training and working hard for it, like working really, really hard for it, is going to get my dreams. It's going to help me reach them and stuff. And I'm the type that I know how to incorporate things into my dancing. And I don't always listen to the song, but like at the same, I always focus on the actual dancing part and not the music too much. And for me, that's something interesting, is that I found that a lot of the times, or there are times with dancers, that when they mark it with music, which means like they first do it with music to kind of like figure out like the lyrics and everything and how to put it together, they struggle and forget a part of the dance or something like that because the music had been added. I never had that issue. I'm the type that you teach me a routine, and then immediately throw some music in there, and I'm gonna somehow nail the dance with no issue there. And stuff, but I know how to like throw in some emotion if it's a dance that needs more like sadness or emotion, and if it's a dance that involves more acting, and I incorporate acting more. And for me, I'm really good at acting. I would say that due to the reasoning that when me and Bella's sister were little, we played a lot of like made up games. Like we would make up games. Like we would pretend all these different things, and that kind of added on to the acting thing, playing like a character and stuff. But also on top of it, doing Beans and Star. Doing Beans and Star are helped out a lot with my acting. So now, even though I never had like an acting class, somehow I just managed to I just managed to like throw it into dancing, and I'm really good at it. So hopefully, only in a little bit, Eva will become active and reply. But with I DM her soon, like that way we can both get jobs done. And I will DM her the lyrics. I did tell her that to get her approval on them. So yeah, once I have them because I do have some ideas for lyrics, but I'm hoping that things just keep working out amazing like they are. Because so far, I'm really happy with what we do have for the music. Like, yes, it's very simple right now, but for being the start, I always like music. Like, for me, that's one thing that whenever I'm working on, like, songs and stuff, I like the beginning to start off simple and kind of go from there. But, like, a simple, like, first 2 or 3 lines really holds it together. Like, something simple that works with it. And so that today. And so at night, I like a lot of the times when I'm songwriting, I do it at night. Due to the reasoning of that, for me, at night, like, I'm the type where I can wake up early and be awake and good to go all day, but I can also, like, stay up late and, like, yeah, my brain works weird. And so, tonight, I'll probably work on it, but a lot of the times, well, that's up to her, kind of. I'm not saying, like, this is guaranteed to happen. I'm saying that this would be a good idea. And the reason, and then that I will be DMing her the lyrics is for 2 reasons. First up, to get her approval. And then second, because we both are writing it down. Like, the thing is that I have a notebook that I'm writing it down, and she has one that she's writing it down. So, yeah, so I'm very excited, and I'm gonna say peace out for now, but hopefully pretty soon you'll have more fun content from me, just not today.